As of right now, the Indiana Fevers are the only women's champions this season. So everybody can shut it up. Everybody can relax, okay? Sky fans, go drown yourself somewhere. We're not thinking about y'all. Everybody else, take a seat.
Absolutely nobody saw this coming. The Minnesota Lynx entered the Commissioner's Cup final with the league's best record, a roaring sellout crowd, and a 14-point cushion from Vegas.
Sophie, por tres puntos! There's the horn. Final score, Fever 74, Lynx 50.
Analysts treated Indiana like a sparring partner, a team minus rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, veteran leader DeWanna Bonner, and rotation big Damaris Dantas.
And to get the money.
They're a resilient group, man. They're a resilient group. They battle for each other every day. Every single day we have a chance to choose we over me, and these guys do.
The Fever limped in with ankles taped and shoulders wrapped 2 weeks earlier. They had surrendered double-digit leads and watched their assist rate crater without Clark conducting the offense. Minnesota appeared to be the precision machine, Napheesa Collier in MVP form, Cheryl Reeves' motion offense humming, the Target Center faithful primed for a coronation. Coach Stephanie White accepted none of the pity. Behind closed doors, she drew a simple plan on the whiteboard. Deny Collier elbow touches, blitz every Kayla McBride handoff, sprint after every rebound, whether it fell through the net or not, and share the ball until at least 3 passes preceded any shot. Then she made a bold shift, sliding Natasha Howard into a point forward role.
The WNBA, they've had close games where they've completely blown the lead in the fourth quarter, games that they should have won. There's been drama on the outside, people wondering why DeWanna Bonner actually left, like what's going on in the locker room. There's just been so much.
Howard grinned, slapped the marker from her coach's hand, and announced, "If I grab the rebound, I am gone. Keep up." The green light flashed, nerves dissolved, and Indiana's bench clapped through shoot-around while the Lynx posed for television cameras. Seconds after the opening tip, Howard slapped away a lazy pass, sprinted end-to-end, and Euro-stepped Collier for the first basket.
The ball well, and the thing that impressed me most about this Fever team in last night's game was their defense. The defensive scheme, like whatever coach on the Fever put together that defensive scheme to shut down Napheesa Collier and also make sure that they had a hand up in all of the Lynx's shooters' face for every single shot. Like, they did a fantastic.
Kelsey Mitchell followed with a screen rejection and a pull-up 3. Sophie Cunningham stole an inbound, fed Lexi Hull for an uncontested layup, and Indiana led 9-2 before half of Minneapolis had found its seats. Cheryl Reeve burned an early timeout, stunned by the aggression. The underdogs were not hiding flaws, they were throwing haymakers. Indiana's defense tightened like a vice.
Positioning, our point of attack on ball screen defense was better. I would prefer to say our intensity was a little bit better. Our attention to detail was a little bit better. It's what we're capable of.
Mitchell clawed over every pick, Hull denied wing entries, and Aaliyah Boston roamed as a free safety. White's mantra, guard your yard, kept rotation chaos to a minimum, so shooters stayed blanketed. Collier found only 2 shots in the second quarter, both awkward fadeaways. McBride waited 17 minutes for her first open look, and her rhythm froze solid. Minnesota's motion offense screeched to a halt, players standing, crowd muttering in confusion. Stops became fuel.
Did y'all see Natasha Howard out there? MVP? MVP? Natasha Howard went crazy. You was balling today. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Bro, you played a good game today. You made all your free throws.
Howard controlled the glass, dribbled into the open floor, and flipped a lead pass to Hull, who lobbed to Boston for an easy hook. On the next possession, Boston drew a double team, kicked to Cunningham in the corner, and the 3 splashed home. New signing Aari McDonald, 8 days removed from unemployment, exploded off the bench for a scooping and 1 and a step back triple that sent Indiana into halftime up 7.
We're off. Without Caitlin Clark, a lot of people said the Indiana Fever have absolutely no chance. I thought it was going to take Kelsey Mitchell to go off for 40. That's the type of effort I thought was going to be needed for this team to win the...
The building suddenly sounded more like a library than an arena. Minnesota's final push came at the start of the fourth. Collier muscled home a turnaround, McBride finally rattled in a 3, and the margin dropped to 7. White signaled timeout with eyes steady as stone. Out of the break, Boston slipped a screen, gathered a bullet pass from Howard, and banked it in. Cunningham bodied rookie Diamond Miller into a turnover. McDonald raced ahead for a Euro step finish, and Howard buried a pick and pop jumper before icing 4 free throws. Over the last 6 minutes, the Lynx found only 2 field goals. Final horn, Fever 74, Lynx 59. Howard's box line of 16 points, 12 boards, 4 assists, and 2 steals on perfect free throw shooting fails to measure the takeover. She quarterbacked every switch, erased entry lanes, and kept Indiana's tempo red-lined. Mid-third, she yo-yo dribbled behind her back past Collier and delivered a 40-foot bounce pass that left Mitchell alone at the rim. Her wink at Commissioner Kathy Engelbert while collecting the Cup MVP medal said it all. Beside her, Boston clutched a stat sheet showing 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists, each bucket arriving exactly when momentum threatened to tip away. Cunningham earned cult hero status. Her first corner triple drew an audible gasp, and she screamed, "Let's go!" at a courtside fan. 13 points, 7 rebounds, and relentless on-ball pursuit of McBride flipped 3 key possessions. Hull logged 8 points and 4 boards, plus 3 all-out dives that turned into Howard free throws. McDonald's cameo carried lightning inside it. 12 points on 7 shots and the step-back dagger that stretched the gap to double digits for good. Teammates mobbed her midcourt, the grin on her face worth more than any contract clause. Numbers glow neon around this upset. Indiana's effective field goal rate leapt to 54%, 9 points above their average without Clark, because 19 of 29 makes came either at the rim or behind the arc. 25 assists on 29 baskets produced an 86% assist rate that would lead any league on earth. Conversely, Minnesota managed 0.79 points per possession, its worst offensive night in 2 seasons. Collier's usage dipped 8 percentage points, and her turnover ratio doubled. Indiana won the glass 45-34, dominated transition 18-0, crushed the paint 10+, and outscored the vaunted Lynx bench 27-12. Every hustle metric reported the same headline: first to the floor, first to the ball, first to believe. Money sweetens victory. The Commissioner's Cup offers $500,000, roughly $30,000 per Fever player. White reminded her squad at morning shoot-around, "Win today, and you fund your entire offseason." Message received. Cunningham joked afterward that she would upgrade the family grill. McDonald promised new sneakers for every cousin on her list. Inside the locker room, cameras captured instant iconography. Clark, groin heavily wrapped, poured sports drink into the silver trophy, toasted teammates alphabetically, then shouted 6 words that detonated online: "Everybody in the league is sick." Laughter, mock coughs, and fogged camera lenses followed. The cry sliced through months of elbows, hard fouls, and jealous whispers. Indiana had just hoisted hardware without its rookie sensation. Imagine the possibilities at full strength. Ripples spread overnight. ESPN yanked a pre-built Lynx celebration video. Sportsbook slashed Indiana title odds from plus 2,200 to plus 900. Aja Wilson posted one monocle emoji. Sydney Colson retweeted Clark's quip with an exaggerated shrug gif. Analysts who once preached Clark or bust scrambled to rewrite depth charts. Howard as initiator, Boston anchoring, shooters stretching corners, defense suffocating, and Clark's gravity poised to multiply terror. Back in the tunnel, White draped an arm over Mitchell and summarized the night. "Pressure is a privilege, and we just earn more of it." Mitchell nodded, sweat still beading on her brow. Boston hugged Clark and whispered, "When you are ready, nobody beats us." The rookie smiled, not prophecy, but promise. Indiana did not sneak out of Target Center. They strutted. They dismantled the champion in its own house, short-handed and unafraid. Depth is proven. Defense suffocates. Swagger overflows. The Commissioner's Cup is not their destination. It is the flashing sign warning that every road to the 2025 championship now runs through Indianapolis. If the rest of the league is not nauseous yet, rewind Clark's 6 words. Whether she is on the court or cheering from the sideline, everybody in the league is sick.